hooty hoo, hooty hoo, hooty hoo, hooty hoo, hooty hoo, hooty hoo. Come, come one, come y'all, come one, come y'all. Welcome to your Urban Horoscope experience. Now, I know it's been a few days. I was having technical difficulties. And I tried to figure out a different way to do it. Wasn't efficient. And even though I don't want to be before you like this, I don't want y'all seeing my face. I don't even like my voice. But my mouth be too wet. But I just something keep telling me I got to do a YouTube channel, do a little, some kind of way. I got to get my voice out there to the people. God and the universe and the ancestors told me this. Okay, I'm not just here for nothing. God, uh, the universe. See, the ancestors is guiding me, and the universe. The universe is always supporting whatever you're giving and giving you back what you gave. And God just say God just will. I forgot what I wanted to tell y'all, but I'm about to tell y'all what the horoscopes mean. I wanted to do like it'll pop up on the screen and we can all read it together. But that was where I was having the issue at. So I'm just gonna have to read it with my other phone and then we can go on about it like that. And I hope you all don't mind. So we have the digital fortune cookies. I just clicked on. I didn't prepare the things because time is going by. If I don't just click on and start, it ain't gonna happen. So call me now for your free reading. Now what I came up with is $40. It's not free. It's $40. And we get you started for $10. You send $10, we can get you started. Now, let me go on over here. We do the y'all know we do the digital fortune cookies. Each zodiac sign get their own digital fortune cookies. And what is this thing? Okay. And then also, that's when after that we go over the horoscopes. We're going to translate the horoscopes, and then we go over to the edibles, right? Because this is a bakery, and so I like to call our horoscopes croissants. Like I don't want you making life decisions off of this, even though my word is bond. I don't want you making life decisions based off of these horoscopes. This little bun don't never stay in the middle of my head. If this bun, let me see if I can. If this bun don't do nothing else, it's gonna lean to the side. Don't worry about that. And then after we go over to the edibles rack, that's where we exchange information because since it got me through, I want to share it with you. And if it got you by, maybe I can give it a try. You know what I'm saying? So that's our horoscopes is our croissants, and then our we going over to the edibles rack, and that's where we exchange information. And then we crack the real fortune cookies toward the end. We might cover a celebrity from time to time. And the edibles rack, it gets grown and sexy in the edibles rack sometimes, get a little risque over there. So, you know, um, we talk about everything over at the Edwards Rack, from procrastination and time management to the 5 love languages, keeping your relationship interesting and strong, and date ideas, and just a travel. Maybe you've been over there and you can let me know what not to do when I go over there. You know what I'm saying? So let me get this so we can get started. After that, we wrap everything on up and we leave. Now, this is a bakery because what we have here is recipes for life. Recipes for life. Our newest recipe that we came up with was a recipe for romance, which is uh body, brain, bag. That's what you need for romance. You need to make sure your body is the best it can be. Do what you can to make yourself look good. Sprinkle that in the recipe. Then your brain. Make sure your conversation, is how you need it to be. Make sure your mind and everything is settled and ready enough to properly receive somebody. You know what I'm saying? And then the bag. So you can do interesting things. So you can do what you want to do when you meet somebody. I be seeing them memes that say relationship be lit when y'all both got money. Make sure y'all can do things, or y'all is smart. Not I don't want to say smart enough, or that you all are enough on the same wavelength to enjoy each other's company without it having to cost a lot, and do things without it having to cost a lot. Okay, let's get hoo. Now I got a theme song picked out for us. It's gonna get real cute. See, right about here is when I turn the theme song on. I don't know how I found it, but it really matches what we got going on over here. I like that. So probably maybe tomorrow I'll go ahead, boom, have the theme song ready. So the theme song will come in right about here. Boom, 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 boom. Call me now for your free reading. It's $40 though, but we can get you started for 10. This is gonna be our digital fortune cookies. We're starting with Scorpio because we're in Scorpio season. Let's go. And exciting. Can y'all see this? See, this is the digital fortune cookie, and all I do is I click right there, and it's a fortune cookie. So just to give y'all an idea of what's going on here, since I can't share the screen. Uh, with Scorpio, this one right here, your hard work will be rewarded, Scorpio. Sagittarius, don't wait for success to come. Go find it. Capricorn, work first, but make sure to play later. Aquarius, free your mind and the rest will follow. Pisces, you will do well to advance your career. Aries, everything has beauty, but not everyone can see it. Aries, did I forgot. Your smile lights up someone else's day. Did I say Aries twice? Let me know in the comments. The Taurus, be at, be at peace with yourself. Gemini, someone thinks the world of you. Cancer, be the change you want to see in the world. Leo, tomorrow is another day. Virgo, be thankful, even if your life is not perfect. And finally, Libra, don't wait for a success to come. Go find it. Wasn't that somebody else's? Let's crack you open another one. Libra. Someone thinks the world of you. Okay, you got two. They repeat. You see, it gets repetitive. That's why I want to find us. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find us a proper little fortune cookie, and that was our digital fortune cookies. Hooty hoo! I'm gonna find us a proper little fortune cookie app, right? And then from that point, it's gonna be on. It's gonna be on. It's got to be one out there somewhere. I know it's real cute. All right, let's go ahead and get started with these horoscopes. Now, what this is your Urban Horoscope experience. You won't find anything like this anywhere else on the internet. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it out here before I lose the light and lose the sun, and y'all have to see me, because I really don't want to do this. But God keep telling me, you need to listen. This is the thing. People say listen to God. How do I know is that God telling me to do that? I mean, because I put a lot of things on the universe, but um God and the universe do work together sometimes. So, and then God will make you feel it. God will make you feel chastised for not listening. The universe will be like, well, oh, well, I told you you're going to get what you give if you put it out there. You know, people make money on YouTube. And God, you know, it ain't even about making the money. It's about, it's just more about becoming, you know, and it was a gift that I was given, and I know that. And as much as I try to avoid it and duck and dodge it, I just be getting signs, and everywhere I look, people are literally telling me, "You need to have a YouTube channel. You need to start a YouTube channel." And why do it keep coming to my head? I don't know. Anyway, let me do it. Hoo-doo! Scorpio, your brain is buzzing in high gear. Scorpio, anyone else would get dizzy trying to process even a fraction of the things. My mouth be too wet. Y'all can see that? That filter through your head in one day. The key for you is to not speak every single thought aloud, but to keep your processing internal. People want to hear your final decision, not the process you went through to reach it. You will save everyone a lot of time if you do. Okay, Scorpio, remember that. Remember that, because that's where you lose your power and your respect in not in sharing your thought process with people. You don't have to show your work. You know, in math class where you have to show your work in order to get the credit. You don't have to do that. Now, I am trying to beat the sun. I might have to slide through this a little bit, but we are gonna get it done. I ain't got nothing for the edibles, right? I got somebody we can probably crack a fortune cookie for. I pick some people out. We'll do Puff Daddy. We'll crack a fortune cookie for Puff Daddy. Um, so we'll do that. Yeah, Scorpio. So now you see what it says. You even getting yourself dizzy, Scorpio. Your brain is buzzing in high gear. Anyone else would get dizzy. You even making yourself dizzy because you don't have to process all those thoughts at once. Okay, pick something to focus on. Now I know you have a lot of things. Your mind has a capacity to process all those things, but just not at once. Not that's not efficient, and then that doesn't produce a quality thought that other people can grasp onto and take with them. You say what conclusion you came to after you did all that, because after all that rambling, they dizzy too. They can't even take your message the way you want them to, because you took them through your whole thought process when you showed your work, and you didn't have to do that. Just show what your solution was. Hooty hoo! Sagittarius, you may have a hard time relating to people in social situations. Sagittarius, perhaps you're frustrated at hearing the same shallow conversations over and over. While you have to mingle, even virtually, with different people, all you can think about is how nice it would be if you could be alone in front of the TV. Your best plan is to avoid situations that you know you won't enjoy. There's no sense in torturing yourself. Okay. Sagittarius, your social clock done just about reached its end, huh? You tired of people, period. You just want to sit down and watch you some TV. Well, it's nothing wrong with that. You can pick and choose which events you want to attend. Now, you probably, it said you don't have to torture yourself. You probably doing this in the name of love and support. You know what I'm saying? For the people that you care about, considering their feelings and considering that you would want them to show up for you. Now, don't forget that when you start ducking and dodging on other people, what they got going on, don't forget that you still want people to show up for you, Sagittarius. So consider that. You getting tired of these same old conversations? Maybe you can find something new. Do something that's crazy to you that you would not normally do. And then you know what I say, ration out what functions you gonna show up to in your social interactions. Your social battery. That's what they call it. I say social clock. Your social battery. Even at you recharge, you be recharging your shit, and it still doesn't. It's like a virus, and it's like a it it's not proper. Your social battery, you not functioning properly just because that's not the proper environment for you. You didn't outgrew it, so try something different that you wouldn't normally do. Don't get frustrated with the people, and don't abandon them because you might still want people to show up for you. Okay, we gonna keep it short and cute. Sagittarius, let's go on over to Capricorn. Who the who? Things have probably been going well lately in the love and romance department, Capricorn. You find that communication has improved, and the witty banter is invigorating and educational. Today, there may be a blip on the radar. How funny is it that my phone literally blipped right when it was time for me to read that part? You may have been so caught up in the good parts that you failed to take care of the details and do the actual work needed to make things run smoothly. Okay, Capricorn, yeah. You was focusing too much on the good stuff. The foundation, you let the foundation get too shaky because everything was feeling real sweet. And you let the foundation get a little shaky, but it's not too late to go back and fill all them cracks in and fix that. Okay, see, everything is in the love department and romance, everything is going really, really smooth. Everything ain't about love to me, right? I like to try to find a way, which I'm trying to hurry up because the sun is going down, but I like to try to find a way that we could like parlay that into other aspects of our life, like business and stuff like that. So, love, everything is going good in your life. None, but it do say love and romance. Now, okay, the little conversations that y'all having, it's making you feel refreshed, and it's making you feel good and relaxed and tranquilized. It's like satisfying and settling for you to have that type of good conversation, and you feel like you learning something too. It's a little educational. But what happened today was things didn't go so smooth. It was now, this could have been yesterday, this could be tomorrow, because the stars is going to be like this for a couple of days. Remember, I tell y'all this. So you been so caught up in the good parts. Oh, now look at this. Love is blind, and it will take over your mind. Eve said it. Eve said it. So while this is all going too good, you did bloop, something happened. Don't get so caught up in the good parts of. Don't ignore them red flags. Address that. See what the mindset is. Do not think you can change the mindset. If a motherfucker tell you he had butt bitches, don't take that as, oh, he don't hit bitches though. No, ma'am, that's a red flag. Okay? Who next? Aquarius? Who the hell? So Capricorn, filling them cracks. Don't everything ain't, everything is feeling good and beautiful. It's that high off that honeymoon phase. But don't be blinded. Don't be blinded. Who the hell? Aquarius, you may be feeling emotionally good, Aquarius, but unfortunately, the people around you don't seem to share this feeling. Your first instinct may be to sacrifice yourself in order to make the path easier for the next guy. Remember that other people need to learn how to do things on their own. If someone is in a bad mood, let them be in a bad mood. You may be better off spending the day alone. Okay, Aquarius, don't let that bad energy rub off on you, and don't let nobody start getting in the habit of feeling like they can treat you some kind of way because they in a bad mood, or expecting that you supposed to make them feel better in some type of way. Don't take it personal and feel like it's something that you did. You're not a martyr. You can't save the world. Big back and be boo. Okay? Let them go and deal with that on their own. That ain't got nothing to do with you. You emotional about it. But now see, the people around you don't seem to share this feeling. Now I can relate to this in the most horrible way, but we're not gonna get into that. Um, but everybody who picked your side, stay over there. unfortunately, the people around you don't seem to share this feeling. You feeling some kind of way. I remember one time I was going through like this big life change, and I had a dream that the house was on fire, and I was telling people the house is on fire, and they was not. It did not matter to them, and they moved and they went on upstairs. They was parlaying. The house is on fire. Um. So see, your first instinct, and it says your first instinct is to sacrifice yourself. My first instinct was to say, "Oh well, dang, I deserve to be treated like this. It's something wrong with me, so I deserve this. So let me, forever and ever, infinitely, try to make myself that I don't deserve to be treated bad." But what you need to do, Scorpio, is Scorpio, Aquarius, is get your mindset out of that. Let people figure things out on their own. Don't sacrifice yourself for people. Don't try to even staying quiet about what's going on and sacrificing yourself. You need to let it be known, because they'll kill you and say you enjoyed it. So them may be the people, them may be the type of people that you need to not be around ever again, or you need to learn how to uh limit the amount of information that you share during your interactions with those people. Pisces, who the who? Don't be expecting a lot from them. When they show you their true colors, take it for what it is. Don't try to change nobody. Can't change nobody but yourself. All right, Pisces, this is for you. There's an advantage to joining people in a social or family situation if possible, Pisces. Your role today is to bridge communication gaps. Be aware of details that need doing, but don't feel like you have to do them all yourself. This is a good time to delegate responsibility. Keep track of who is in charge of what, or you could end up taking up the slack that someone else is supposed to do. Okay, Pisces, this is a job. This is a story about four people named everybody, somebody, and anybody and nobody. There was an important job to be done, and everybody was asked to do it. Everybody was sure somebody would do it. Anybody, when it comes down to it, everybody, uh, it turns out that everybody. There was an important job to be done, and everybody's asked to do it. Everybody was sure somebody would do it. Anybody could have done it, but nobody did it. Somebody got angry about that because it was everybody's job. Everybody thought anybody could do it, but nobody realized that everybody wouldn't do it. It ended up that everybody blamed somebody when nobody did what anybody could have done. Pisces, it's looking like the responsibility of getting the family together is on your back. The only way it's going to happen is if your ass do it. So your horoscope, the universe and the stars want you to know there is an advantage to this. Okay, it's a good thing. Go on ahead and do it. Now it's gonna be a lot on you. You tell them people what they need to do. You don't do it all. Delegate some responsibility and keep up with people, make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do. You might, maybe they say the grandmas and the people that held the family together ain't around no more. Okay, cool. And then I don't know how they raised us that if you couldn't keep us together. But hey, well, we try to blame them that they be mad at us, the younger. Y'all raised us. Hell. But anyway, who is this, Pisces? Delegate the responsibility and keep up with them people and making sure they doing it, or you gonna end up doing it all yourself. And you go in, you ain't the type of person that want people to show up to the function that you in charge of, and it ain't, you know what I'm saying, it ain't fly in the way that at least that you would want it to be. So once you delegate out them, there is an advantage to putting together a function for the family, Pisces. So go ahead and do that and make them help, okay? Don't you got to be you in charge of the family. That's the role that you got. Okay, don't fight it. Aries, hoo calm down and get organized before you spread your ideas to others, Aries. This is especially true when it comes to love and romance. As soon as this topic comes up, you tense up and erupt inappropriately. Ground yourself and find your center of balance, literally and figuratively, before you proceed. Don't worry about getting the upper hand. What you need to do is join hands. Okay, Aries, it's a little similar you and Pisces got something similar going on there, and it makes sense because y'all are next to each other in this, y'all stars is up there next to each other in the sky and things. So it's telling you right here, you need to organize what you need to do before you start telling people. Okay, well, now I don't know how you organize. It said this is especially true when it comes to love and romance. Now I don't know how you organize love and romance, but what I can say for myself personally is that, like where I'm at right now, is I want to make sure I'm coming to somebody with the best of me. I don't want to, I don't want to show up being a burden in your life, bringing my stress to you. And damn it, I got issues. I got issues. My mind might never be right. I might be single for the rest of my life, but um, see, Aries, you get very uncomfortable about this topic. It says you tense up and erupt inappropriately. What you need to do is you might have to say balance yourself and ground yourself, literally and figuratively. You might have to literally sit down. You might have to literally take your shoes off and let your feet feel the ground. Or at least in your mind, you got to make up that you're not going to do whatever, you're not going to react the same way that you normally react. Respond. Don't react. Okay, let's go. Because what happens in life is 10% is what happened. 90% is how your ass respond. See, and that's how I ended up failing. I didn't respond to a damn thing the proper way. But I'm still here today having another chance. Taurus, hoo-doo! You've reached you've reached a climactic time of year regarding love and romance, Taurus. This is the time when your dream family materializes, or you realize that all your efforts are failures. It all depends on how you played your cards over the past few months. This is one of those moments of reckoning when you face reality. You must bring your craft to the landing strip and check in with mission control. Okay, see, as a tourist, it's a way that you have to. Tourists can be so stubborn that you have to plan out how you're not going to be stubborn. Like you have to plan out that you've accepted that you have to adapt to this new environment and kind of like decide what the first step is and get in the flow of it, Taurus. Do that. It said things is coming to a climax as it regards love and romance, which is, I'm glad it said that. I'm glad it didn't say something important in life. Love ain't important. Um see, you feel like the things you've been doing over these past few months is either gonna turn into something or your ass is gonna realize, damn it, I'm a failure. Okay, but it's not even possible for you to be a failure if what you've been doing, if you actually have been doing something. So don't think of it like that, Taurus. See, when I see this word failure, what I really see is that you didn't give yourself a time limit, because a goal without you got to set a specific time for it, or it ain't real. You're not doing nothing. That's a dream. If you don't give yourself a deadline for when this is to be achieved, then you're feeling like a failure. And even with no specific cause, because you didn't say, oh, this will be done by December. So why are you feeling like a failure? Give yourself a timeline. Then if you fuck up, now you failed. Now you failed. Okay, but as long as you're still breathing, hold yourself accountable. Consider, how bad do you want it? What is the reason that you're doing it? Time going by anyway. What are you doing with the time that's going by? Do something with it. Hooty hoo, Gemini. Your emotions are solid and you feel good, Gemini. At the same time, you may be tongue tied. You're having a hard time expressing your true feelings in the way you'd like to, especially when it comes to love and romance. Perhaps you have so many thoughts that you don't know how to sort them out, or which to disclose and which to keep hidden. Hmm. Well, don't mess up your little happy home if you got something good going on, Gemini. Don't get too comfortable and forget that you don't have you need that half of the rent. Okay. It say your emotions are solid and you feel good. You feel good about what you've been doing in your love life and the decisions that you've been making. You're feeling like as far as what your potential is in life, you made the right choice. You know what I'm saying? This person that you pick supports what you want to do with your life. You know what I'm saying? So it said you're having a hard time expressing your true feelings, especially when it comes to love and romance. Well, just stick by side, stick by their side, and that should be enough, right? You ain't gotta really do you need to be telling somebody unless you planning, unless your heart is going in another direction. Is it really necessary for you to tell them? Because it says right here, you have so many thoughts that you don't know how to sort them out or which to share and which to keep hidden. If you ain't necessarily got to share it, then don't. If it's not going to affect your relationship, if you starting to feel like your heart is going another way, then don't say that shit if you need that half of the rent. That's all I'm gonna say. Cancer, hooty hoo. Matters of love. Why is everything about love? Is it the love time of year? Matters of love and romance should be going well, but try not to overdo it, Cancer. Be careful of getting so caught up in the fantasy of romance that you fail to take care of the details. Same thing they said to the who was that? Aquarius, one of them. Today is a good day to get the foundation solid before you start building. If you've already started building, you may need to stand back and consider areas in which some extra support beams may be necessary. Okay, I can absolutely dig it. Be realistic with the person that you chose. If you know they weak in some areas, if it's not a deal breaker for you, if it's not a value of morals or an issue of morals or ethics or where your values lie, because a lot of people break up over where their values lie. They say, oh, it's about money and finances, but the y'all didn't break up because of that. Y'all broke up because y'all valued money differently. You know what I'm saying? It could be parenting differences. It could be religious. It can be personality wise. Maybe you let people treat you any kind of way and your partner finds that extremely unattractive. That's something hard to deal with. Like, damn, I wonder if this nigga don't like me because I'm a punk ass bitch. Or I wonder if that girl don't want me because I was that nigga did something and I ain't did nothing about it. Values is in disarray, prioritizing horribly unhappy with the riches because you piss poor morally. Ignore all prior advice of 4-1 is my dang on. But yeah, consider that Cancer. What is it? Is everything ain't y'all have a good relationship generally, they good to you, but the way they interact with the world is not attractive to you. So maybe that's not something that you want to break up with them over, but maybe you can add in some extra support for that. Find out why they like that. Maybe they've been through something, so find out what's going on in that area, and maybe just try to be there for them, or maybe leave them alone. If you live your life the way you live your life, you like, well, damn, I want somebody that's gonna Bonnie and Clyde, that's gonna ride. Can't have nobody that's gonna be tucking their tail and pussyfooting. And you can go get you somebody like that, if it's that serious for you, if that's where your values are. But hanging on to the relationship, is make sure you're building it on a solid foundation. Don't even start to build without addressing things, and maybe that person might not even be willing to let you. It say consider areas that need extra support beams in your foundation. Is that, do they want help? Is they gonna let you help them and save them? Some people don't want to be saved. And then consider the reason that they doing it. If they doing it just for you, or they doing it just so y'all can continue to build that foundation, and they gonna go back to those habits, and they everything about their mindset and their actions is showing you that they just trying to get you to do what they want you to do. Don't be a fool and ignore that and waste years of your life and cause heartache to yourself. Be strong and move on if that's what you got to do. And if you really believe in it, throw them a little bit of extra support where they need it at. Cancer. Hootie hoo. This is one of those days when the road forks in several directions and you must decide which way to go, Leo. This usually isn't hard. You just go with the flow. But now things are flowing in multiple directions and you need to figure out which way to go. I can't. Stick with the way that seems most natural. Remember that whatever choice you make will be the right one. Okay, I like that. I like when they say that because it's like wherever you are, that's where you're supposed to be. At any moment in time, you're always exactly where you're supposed to be you know so Leo, trust that. And even though you having this, like, it's a fork, it's not even a fork in the road. It's like every which way you look, it's so many different choices and options that you have to make, and each one is always going to be what you make of it. So that's why it's not hard to say whatever choice you make will be the right one, because whatever choice you make, it's going to be whatever you do with it regardless. So you make the choice and make the most of it, right? And it says go with the way that seemed like most natural for you. You don't have to try to be something, or sometimes people would choose things because everybody else is looking, and you want to seem intellectual and you want to seem like you want. But do what's natural for you. It's nothing wrong with going with the flow. And the flow is contributing to your growth and you being a better person. Even though things are flowing in different directions right now, you're very much a go with the flow person, Leo. You got to pick your path right now. And nothing is necessarily right or wrong, but you do have to stand on something and pick your path. You're being called to do that. Virgo, hooty hoo. Your plane is fueled, your bags are packed, and you have clearance from the control tower. But for some reason, Virgo, you just can't seem to get off the ground. Perhaps there are details of the trip that you haven't taken into account. People are firing questions at you, and you don't have all the answers. This is especially true when it comes to matters of love and romance. Okay, Leo, this is a test of vulnerability. You got a wall up. You all ready to go, but you won't take that leap. You're just not taking that leap. You say the plane is fueled, your bags is packed. It's nothing holding you back. You just can't. You just won't take that leap. So maybe it's some small things that you haven't thought about, and that's what's making you hesitate. So get those things in order. People are asking you, maybe you're doing something new, and the people in your life know, and they want all the details and all the answers, and you don't even have all the details and all the answers. It's just you just taking a risk, and you ready to, you gonna, but you might not necessarily have all the details and answers, but you can be prepared for things to go wrong. It don't take too long to go back, because when you get on the wrong train, the further away you get from your you need to hurry up and get on the train and go back. Okay? Now, even if you don't have all the answers, stay open to the small details so that you can feel more comfortable and go on ahead and take the leap. And your people, they got your back. All the people that's asking questions, those are gonna be the same people that's gonna show up for you when because if they didn't care, they wouldn't be asking. They'll just be letting you walk around, fuck your life up. All right, we made it to Libra. Woo-hoo! Libra. The person who is most organized and stable will win the race. So let it be you, Libra. Be careful though. Other people may try to distract you from your work. You may be in the middle of an important project and decide to take a break. Before you know it, the phone rings and suddenly you're trapped with no escape. The break that you hoped would take no more than 5 minutes has turned into a big interruption. Stay focused, Libra. Stay focused. Don't get distracted about with the things that's going on around you. Now, I know me, people don't call me a lot. I don't get a chance to interact with other adults a lot. Like if I'm not talking to the motherfucking cashier, So somebody call me, I'll be like, okay, I'll be ready to stop everything I'm doing to have me a little friend, a little conversation. But I'm my only child, and I live out here by myself. But yeah. So the person that's more organized and stable will win the race. What I want to say about that is YouTubers. YouTubers, some of them they don't have the it factor, but they're organized and stable and committed enough to keep on having them a little audience or whatever. But they whack. I mean, they just I won't say they whack, but I'm just saying that organization and that stability got grew is what grew their platform. You might have something real to offer to the people, but you're not organized. So you need to work on that. Okay, and don't get distracted while you're doing things. If it's important, and maybe you was on break when you got that phone call, but you need to get back to what you was doing. Take the phone in there with you, or hang on up and tell them you calling back. What they calling right now for anyway? Call them back. Okay, that was everybody because Scorpio was next. We started with Scorpio. Hoo-dee-hoo. Okay, we made it. Welcome, we made it. I hope you are enjoying your urban horoscope experience. Call me now for your free reading. But it's not free, it's $40, but we can get you started for 10. Now what we're gonna do is usually right about here we'll slide on over to the edibles rack and exchange information because since it got me through, I do want to share it with you. And if it got you by, maybe I can give it a try. I don't have anything picked out for us for today for the edibles rack. I do have some fortune cookies. Let's get the fortune cookies. We're gonna crack a fortune cookie for Puff Daddy. He's going through some shit in the media right now. See what the universe got to say about that. And I don't translate the fortune cookies, I just let the universe give it to you how they want to. Let me see what's going on. Let me get the fortune cookies. I went down there to the Chinese restaurant and I bought some for us. So now what we have here is we do a fortune cookie for earth, wind, and fire, each element. Earth, wind, and fire. And water. So let's start with this little Puff Daddy situation here now. Slide on over here. We finna exchange some information. And we grown and sexy, so you can't let it get a little risque over in the edibles rack. But anyway, so Puff Daddy and all this baby oil and shit. Now they saying that he been doing a lot of heinous things and as far as forcing other adults who may have consented to, you may have not understood what they have consented to, or maybe they got there and they didn't feel safe to speak up. They weren't able to leave. Were they in their right mind to know that they needed to leave? Were people injured? We don't know. We don't know. It's rumors that have been out and around. We saw some footage of him engaging in some domestic violence where he was being abusive. He was the abuser in the domestic violence, and we saw that. You know, but the way they tried, to condemn him, that's not something that you would normally see. The way that our social structure is set up in America, in this country and shit, that fighting that he did with the girl that we actually saw on tape and all the repercussions that he's facing, it does not match up with that. So, there's the assumption that I'm not the FBI, I'm not the police, I'm not a detective. I ain't seen no evidence with my own eyes. Okay. But the assumption is that they uh punishing him real hard. They holding him. They got him up in jail. He ain't got no bail. They got want to take all his money and his property and his assets. So the assumption is that he did something, been doing things that's very, very horrible over the years to people, and that they have evidence of that. And so the things that we know that he did, that people have spoken out about, like not involving sexual things, but as far as business, as far as treating people bad, misappropriating funds, keeping people money, not allowing people, probably got them locked up in contracts where they can't even move on and make music with nobody else. They blame him when Biggie died. They blame that on him. The Jamie Foxx is low key been insinuating that Puff Daddy had drugged him. And it's a lot of people saying that when they do try to that Puff Daddy didn't have the coroner killed. Cause what happened was Puff Daddy had poisoned somebody and he wanted the coroner to say they died of natural causes. And the coroner lying in on this shit, dead. So even if people was making an attempt to seek justice for themselves, the authorities was turning up missing. So he went so far as to act like he was above their like fuck above the law. Law don't matter or exist. Nobody got rights. He decided that people ain't got rights. Anyway, let's see what the universe got to say about the shit. This fortune cookie is for Puff Daddy. Let's see what message the universe has for him. I love these. They be so on point. Like when I crack this fortune cookie open and the universe got a message for a celebrity, I promise you 90%. I ain't never seen this. Look at this. Tell me why I just cracked this fortune cookie open and there's nothing in it. Like the universe has nothing for him. I didn't have nothing for him. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss an episode. So I wanted to throw somebody in there that is in the media right now, that's getting attention, that's relevant, current news, current events, or whatever. The universe got nothing for this nigga. Shit. So I'm not bigger than the universe. I won't either. Let me tell y'all, I grabbed the fortune cookie. That one fell out. So I put the other one back and I picked up the one that fell out. Something just told me to do that. I have never seen this, you guys. I have never seen this, so I'm not giving him no for he. I got nothing for him. I'm not finna grab another one and crack it for him. The universe didn't have nothing for him. Water signs: Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Always accept yourself the way you are. Learn Chinese word is dinner. One king. One king. Lucky numbers 52, 16, 56, 25, 2, and 1. Water signs: Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Always accept yourself the way you are. Okay. Fire signs: Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Consider gain and loss, but never be greedy, and everything will be all right. Okay, that makes sense. Consider gain and loss, but don't be greedy. You don't have to be greedy. Everything gonna be all right. Now I know I don't like translating the horoscopes. Sometimes it just touches me. Sometimes. Learn Chinese word is TV. Diangxi. Lucky numbers 17, 54, 39, 14, 1, and 48. Again, fire signs: Leo, Taurus. Leo. Fire signs: Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Consider gain and loss, but never be greedy, and everything will be all right. Okay. Earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Confidence is the hinge on the door to success. Learn Chinese. Chat. Jiang Lao. Jiang Lao. Lucky numbers 1, 28, 17, 40, 12, and 13. And that was for our earth signs. Confidence is the hinge on the door to success. And finally, wind, air, whatever you want to say. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Always remember where you are going and never forget where you've been. You learn Chinese word is tennis. Wang Qi. Wang Qi. Lucky numbers 1, 43, 18, 16, 17, and 27. Wind, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, air. You always remember where you are going and never forget where you've been. We made it. We made it. Hooty hoo. So as always, consider you know you got your to-do list, but don't forget your to-be list. What do you want to be today? Do you want to be more understanding? Do you want to be charming? Do you want to be responsible? Do you want to be punctual? Do you want to be organized? Do you want to be considerate? Do you want to be helpful? Do you want to be confident? Do you want to be strong? Decide who you want to be. And you always got to know when to say, I can't take that ride. Okay. And until again, we meet, keep it sweet. We'll be back. I'll be back with your urban horoscope experience tomorrow. We'll have recipes for life. We're gonna be keeping it sweet. Call me now for your free reading. But it's $40. We can get you started for 10. Until again we meet, keep it sweet, and I'll be back here tomorrow translating your horoscopes for you and bringing you your urban horoscope experience. Mind you, we still working out the kinks. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. Stick by my side as I would do the same for you. Okay, until again we meet, and keep it sweet. And thank you for joining me for your urban horoscope experience. Hoo-dee-hoo!